My name is Jasmin King. I make custom design for women. I'm here now at JSong Studio and we'd like to show you how to make your own design. We will start by making a leggings. Is that okay? This is the wider part of your body, about 9 inches from your waist down. And I measure the fabric and it measures like 26 inches. So I fold the fabric 26 inches wide. Any pattern you sew it as a Grainline. And you will see this is the Grainline. You make sure from this Grainline to the selvage is the same as the Grainline to this one. This is 10, so it have to be the same. Okay, this is 10 inches and this is 10 inches, and you either pin it or you could put a weight on it, a book, a heavy book or something. Okay, when you're cutting, your hand have to be resting on the pattern on the fabric so it doesn't move. Okay, start from here. Okay, rest your hand on the patterns, keep it firm so nothing moves. The curve is a little hard to get around, so what I do, I cut away from the curve and then cut down. Then it's easier to cut this way. Okay, when you reach the curve, the corner, it's kind of hard to get into it, so usually I cut away from it and then I go back. You see, then I go back and it's much easier to cut it like that. Okay, this way. And you have to remember to put your notch in. This is the notch for the waist, where you're gonna fold. I'm gonna go back and do this. The waist notch right here, just a little notch. Don't do it too deep, just a little. Okay. And this is for the back, which is 2 notches. This is 1 notch. That means it's the front of another notch. And this notch is a 1 inch hem, so you have to put a little notch, barely, just barely notch it. Another one. Okay. Okay, you're going to sew the legs of the leggings first, right? Straight down the inseam. See, when you do it on the mirror machine, it stretches, it don't break, it don't pop. Okay, this is the pants, the inseam of the pants, and you're going to make sure you even up the seams. You could cut away a little, just a little, and you make sure the needle is in it. Okay, and you catch the other end to make sure. Notch, you see this notch? this notch and this notch have to match. The two notches, you put them together. Okay? Don't stretch. And this is another notch. I'm going to make sure it goes together. And then the bottom of the pants, you make sure two seams are the same. Make sure you hold on to it so it doesn't move. Okay. The other side. The same thing here. This is the first notch, and you look for the first notch on this side. Then the second notch. This is what it looks like, one side and the other side. Now, this is the part with the two notches. So you're going to put the two notches together. Two notches is the back, which is the longest part of the crotch. Because it's just a little piece. Notch to notch, and this is the front with the one notch, and together. There you go. So this is your leggings. Next, we're going to do the elastic. This is a size 10 pants. And the waistband is about 27. Okay, so I cut a 27-inch band, and I'm going to just stitch it together. And it will stretch to 32. I am going to mark the four parts of the band. This is one side. That's what I do here. I'm at the four corners. And you do the same with the pants. Right. Okay. This is the back. Okay, this is the shorter part, which is the front. The longer part is the back. And the seam goes to the back. Where you have the mark goes right in the seam. Try not to cut the elastic, but you could cut the fabric. And you make sure the needle is down. And you look for the next mark, and you put this here. If you want, you could also use a stretch to just do it first, and you stretch the elastic and sew. Mirror. This is the next mark. Seam, and sew. now the elastic is in. This is what it looks like. This part we have to do with a straight stitch with the elastic. That. See, bend it and pin. Make sure the elastic is exactly at the seam. Pin. And this is the other notch. Bend back and pin. Same here. Make sure it bend back right where the elastic finish, right here. Bend it. You shouldn't have any space in between or else it's not gonna look good, you know. Make sure it's exactly in the seam. And pin. See? Let's start from the back again. So make sure your needle is down. Take the pin out. This is what it looks like. So you have to stretch. Make sure you pull on it so it goes right in the elastic. You pull, put your finger there, hold it, and then you're going to make the stitches a little longer. Just pull a little at the back. There you are, 2-inch bend. There goes your leggings. Next we're gonna do the hem, but I'll mirror it first. I always like to turn the seam the same direction. This seam is turning to, let me see. This seam is turning to the back, so I'll turn this the same way to the back. This seam's turning this way, so I also turn this part the same, you know, same way the crotch turns, the same way you turn this one. This part, the hem. Now I'm going to do the hem, straight stitch, 1 inch. Okay, this is a 1 inch hem. And the pants is done.